So here we have Lucy, and I'm just doing a quick brush through, a thorough brushing though. So she's not getting bathed today, but you'll notice I start at her feet and I work my way up her legs and then to her torso. Always want to work from bottom to top, and I hold up the hair and then I brush that. So this way it goes all the way to the root and deters any base matting. Good girl. Of course, you're still going to want to take Lucy to the groomer, but you want to make sure you brush her in between. Maintenance at home helps make your groomer's life much easier, and it's a lot less stressful on Lucy if you have it where she's just accustomed to that, even at your home. She does really good with grooming here. Good girl. And I just go to the next leg. You noticed you were struggling to get Lucy to kind of relax for brushing. You can always use some treats, frozen toys like Kongs, lick pads, etc. And those can sometimes help just distract. But as you see, she doesn't seem to mind too much. Granted, Lucy's been introduced to grooming since a very young age. It's a very important thing in your doodle's life to make sure that they are just comfortable getting brushed out. They have beautiful coats and we want to maintain that. And if she gets lots of snarls, that's not comfortable for her. It's always plain, so we want to make sure we keep her nice and brushed out, not matted. The longer the coat, the more maintenance. She's kind of just watching through our big window here to see the people in the storefront. Good girl. Use the most positive marker words. This is why she's doing a really good job. Good girl. So all I'm doing right now is brushing. Some people do lots of combing, but she's not matted, so good girl. You can sit on your living room floor. She does not have to be up on like an elevated table or anything like that. When you're doing just brushing at home, sitting on the floor, it's a really great bonding experience. And again, you're just helping her feel a little smoother for your groomer. But she doesn't mind standing still for our groomer here. Great girl. Good girl. So I'm just going to each leg, again, starting at the bottom of her and then working our way up. So then once we get to that torso, we're just going to do the same thing. I'm going to lift the hair and just brush all the way to the root. Otherwise, you're just brushing the top of her coat. And you can even cause matting that way. Hold it up. Good girl, yes. Oh, thank you for the love. You're so sweet. I know. Thank you so much. Such a good girl. I know. Keep in mind, I am not a professional groomer, I am just your trainer, so I do leave all the real grooming stuff to our groomer. And now I'm going to get to her tail. Good girl. And I want to brush the hair of her tail from ends to the base of her tail. Good girl. Very good girl. Go ahead. And as you see, she's just standing here. She doesn't mind. Good girl. Good. She has such a beautiful, beautiful tail. The hair on it is just so long and pretty. So next, I'm going to make sure I get behind her ears, because we don't want matting there. And I just kind of work my way around the neck. Good girl. And this is probably different than what our groomer would do. She probably has her own way of doing this. Probably a little bit more at like perfection level than what I'm doing here. Good girl. And I'm going to her ears and just working from the end of her ears up. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, good. So again, behind the ears, and then end to the top of the ear. I know you can't see me. Her hair is flopping all over the place. She really doesn't mind. She's just, I know, trying to lean up against this. What a good girl you are. So next we'll just do her beard. Good girl. Good. So she's got a little bit of an eye booger, so we're going to grab an eye booger comb. Gotta make sure to get those. Very good girl. Good. She even has a little bit of an eye booger that drifted down towards her nose. So we want to get all of that off and out of her coat, where again it can cause some snarling or even little knots and mats. What a good girl. So this, I'm just really gentle. Her hair flops all over the place. She's got some beautiful, beautiful coat for sure. Good girl. And yes, you are. Such a good girl. And she did just recently have her eyes done, like for trimming. So I don't have to do a full-on trim. And then you can just do a little bit of thinning very quickly. There's a good girl. Good girl. She is just such a champ. Super easygoing. Good girl. So I'm going to just give her a spritz. This is just some finishing spray. Gives me a nice shine. Smells really nice. A good girl. And so this is Lucy getting brushed out thoroughly, spritzed, and a little bit of an eye trim. So she did really good. She's a really good girl. I have no doubt she'll be really great for your groomer as well.